Hello everybody, my name is Antonio and I'm Portuguese and from Porto. I work on street arts, circus arts and physical theatre. I have, together with Juliet, a company based in Porto, which is called Radar 360. It means radar 360 degrees. And we develop our work in here, in Porto, but in all the country, as well as in the islands, in Açores. And we have an international way to we make our own creations, and some years ago we started to work with a dance company in Lisbon that works in a way of integrated movement working with handicapped people. So we built a show, a street show, that we were touring last year. And in the end of 2008, I also made a show with handicapped people, but from the north, with musicians as well and dancers in Casa da Música. So in a way, we do our own shows and we work with handicapped people and with minimal ethnical communities such as the gypsies and other cultural communities as well.
Spanish version?
No, English is okay.
You understand? Yeah? Okay. One will speak. So, I am Julieta. I'm a clown. In Spanish, payaso. I have this company. So I do theater since I was in the primary school, and then like all my life I do theater. But it's a very good way to start in the primary because it's very special. So we made this company, so we work street arts, but we start like 3 years, like Antonio said, to work with I like to tell special people because it's really special experience that you pass working with the people that have, I don't know how to say in English, paralysia cerebral. Yeah. And I work now, in 2 years I work with Espaço T, with people that has Mongolism.
Down syndrome?
Yeah. So it's really like a very special experience to me. And I really like to share this way of integrate people and know about things about body and about life, really. So it's really wonderful. And nowadays I integrate a project that it's do clown in a hospital. I don't know if you know about this. In Portugal it's very recent, the project, but so I arrived late because I'm working in the hospital all the day. I arrived from the hospital now, and I work with people that are in the hospital. So it's but this is very special because we work the clown technique. So we prepared some little workshop that we would like to share some techniques, some way of doing theater. There's a lot of way. Like we work more physical because we like this kind of work. We don't really like to work words because we think that body expression is really the way more international to communicate. So we like that. And with movement, we can really work with gypsies, with this kind of different kinds of people, and really develop artistical and social work. And we want to share a little bit with you, like this language of body, of space, and try to find a space of communication and of liberation artistically. So I hope you enjoy it, and that's it.
So let's go back to Miguel a little.
I do the workshop atelier on writing for theatre. They are also special persons in the sense of many of them they don't have the school, or they just they barely can write. But sometimes many times I take notes from things that they tell me. We always have a special care taking the teams. It's an atelier that can last for a year and a half, 1 year and some months for writing one play. We are finishing now the second big play that I write with them, and the first theme that we chose was about the killing of a woman, a transsexual woman in Porto by youngsters between 12 and 14 years old. And they lived in an institution, was supported by the state and a Catholic institution, and they lived that institution and they killed a person. And we wrote about some fantasy about the institution and something about the life of the person, and that was our first work. Now we are finishing a second one based on a popular figure of Porto. It's Chico Fininho. That's a popular figure that we are trying to make it. We start writing about it because we saw that many things were happening in the city that led us to know that those guys, some killings about the night and the subworld of the night, and they were, those guys were Chico Fininho when he was 20 years later. Now we are writing the life of Chico Fininho, and it's something that I do with many enthusiasm, that I like a lot to do, and I'm still finishing this one, but I have already another subject that I think it's motivating me a lot, that is marriage, and I want to start a new year of writing about marriage and relations of people, but now in small stories, not a big play. This is the presentation of what I do, but now I would like to just talk about a little bit about my experience and about the interaction in the writing, because that the interaction, what really happens in the atelier is that we every day we have a team, a big subject, and we divide it in small parts. I divide it in small parts, and every day or once a week we have a small part of the life of the person with where I can bring somebody to talk about that part, or we can go to a theater and or see a movie, or sometimes it's just talking, because this 2 hours atelier we spend more than an hour and 15 minutes talking about, discussing how could be life, how could be, or how was the life of our subjects, and the ancestors, and how do they speak with each other, how people spoke 20 years ago, what words that were used, what these people discussed in the streets. We got to read newspapers from 20 years ago, and we spent 30 to 45 minutes writing, and it's always a first draft. And now we are sometimes 6-7 months later. We have all the drafts in the computer, and we start building the structure and finishing it. And this is one part. This is also in the field, the kinds of interactions that happen there are the ones that I'm trying to guide them to feel is